Yeah. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jaymadeit out of the way here, back here for another video today, man. And it's been so long since I made a video. Y'all probably thought a nigga was dead or something. Y'all probably thought I probably died. But no, I didn't die. Nobody checking up on me to see if I'm doing good or not. But today's video is basically going to be about the last 5 years of my life, you feel me? Basically all the teen years. Because on January 5th, I'll be officially 18 and a half years old. 18 years old in 6 months. So I'm going to basically just go back the last 4 to 5 full years, right? And I'm going to tell you guys, everything I've done since like halfway through 8th grade, all 9th grade, all 10th grade, all 11th grade, and all 12th grade. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Let's go! So to go back all the way until 8th grade, right? February, 8th grade year, right? Like 5 years ago, what, 4 or 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago. At this time, right? This is the kind of guy I was back in 8th grade. I was kind of like, you know, like the nice guy. I didn't really care because like I didn't know what I was doing. This is why I'm saying I didn't care. So I didn't really know how to talk to girls back then in 8th grade. So I was basically friends with this one girl, and she was like, you know how every school has like the popular girl, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm talking about. So I basically hung out with her, and she had already put me into the friend zone. Yeah, I'm gonna just be straight up. She put me into the friend zone, and I had knew that shit. Like, I always try to get at her here and there, you feel me? And she was just like, nah, nigga, you just not at a high enough rank yet, you feel me? Like, I just wasn't cool enough to her. She was just like, you a friend. Like, you a brother to me. Like, you don't ever want to hear that shit, you feel me? So, basically, 8th grade year, I was like in the friend zone of like the most popular girl in the school. Her popularity was like literally insane, dog. She was like what they used to call Facebook famous. I don't even use Facebook no more. I haven't used Facebook in fucking years. And I had like 2 classes with her in 8th grade. Because, you know, as you get to middle school, you know, it's not like elementary school. Middle school, you have individual classes. So I had 2 classes with her. And I was pretty well known too around the school, just from just hanging out with her. One day I decided to talk to this one girl, or apparently she liked me, and her name was, and this girl was just like, I don't want to say like she was the best looking girl because she wasn't, but in 8th grade, you know, you're like young and horny and lustful. You're like, oh my god, you look so good, you got a big booty. So I try to shoot my shot, right? And she's like, we should date, because I was actually cool back then. Like, I got awards during middle school. Like, I was nice to girls. Like, I was really that nigga. It's just that, you know, I couldn't execute the final part. And that's why I was in the friend zone a lot of the times, you feel me? So, basically, I hit her up. Me and her talked. We never even linked. We just talked. And one day, this girl was like, oh, we should date. And I'm like, hell no, because you know how rumors go around in middle school, right? This girl that I was trying to get at, she had a couple of rumors going around. Now, I don't know if these are true or false. The rumor was like, you know, some freaky shit was going on in the school. So basically, I was like, scratch all that, fuck that. You know, from a young age, I already knew what type of females to pick, you feel me? So I'm like, alright, nah, I can't fuck with you no more. And she had got so mad, because this is one of the first times I did this shit. She got so mad that when I had sent a picture of myself, right? This girl leaks the entire picture to the fucking middle school. So now I'm like, alright, well, I guess I'm gonna be even more popular. And that's kind of ironic, because it happened to be like 2 weeks later when like another girl that I wasn't so really cool with, you know, she walks up to me, she's like, is this really you? Like, was that picture you? And I'm like, yeah. Cause like, nigga, once you get exposed, like, even for a guy, like, I be thinking like, it's not really bad for guys to get exposed, but for females, it's kind of worse. I don't really care if I get exposed. Like, my shit is big. Like, I don't care. But basically, this girl had walked up, and she was like, that's you? And I'm like, yeah. So, like, obviously, I gained some popularity, you know. So, in the same year, 8th grade year, right? It's March. This is my first encounter, like, first real encounter you guys can count me talking to a girl. So, I meet this fine, sexy Caucasian girl. Her name was... This girl, let me tell you, we had hung out for a total of about 3 months, 4 months. Ultimately, we stopped talking because of, I think it was my fault, but basically how we started talking was, I was talking to this other girl. This girl had rode my bus, and basically they were best friends. And I'm that nigga so much that I was talking to this girl, and then I started talking to her best friend, right? Keep in mind, this is all 8th grade. Keep in mind, this is all 8th grade. I'm doing this shit in 8th grade. So the girl that rides my bus, I'm no longer trying to get at her no more because she wasn't really all that. I took interest in her friend, you feel me? Like I said. So I started talking to her friend, and me and her, like, we got so close. We ended up going to each other's houses. Now I said we only hung out for like 3 or 4 months, and that's only because I think something bad happened, and it was probably my fault. This was probably the first sexual encounter I had with a female. I was like 13 years old and like 8 months, 9 months, right? I dissed her friend. Not really like a diss. I was just like, yo, it wasn't really like that. I'm like, I'm just talking to your friend, you feel me? But it was her friend, so like, you know, I stirred some shit up, and that shit was all bad. You know, it ended their friendship. So when I started talking to this girl, I'm talking to this girl, right? And I'm like, this girl is so cool, but I don't really know if this is like a girl I'll make my girlfriend. You guys kind of get what I'm saying? Like, there's like people that are cool, but you might not consider dating them. Like, does that make sense? Cool ass people that you fuck with, but you might not consider dating them. So that's basically the kind of boat that I was in 8th grade. Now let me tell you guys something. I remember one night, man, this girl had went down on me. And I mean like, down on me as in like, the first time I ever got taught, bro. I think I was like 13 years old and like 7 months. Me and her, like, you know, we did like the kissy. We did like all, you know, like the amateur shit. But we never had sex. Our relationship got so good that we started going places. Like, we went to the gas station to buy some shit. I know it's just a gas station. We went to the corner store. We went to the 99-cent store. We went to McDonald's. Like, we were actually hanging out in this 3 to 4 months. So, oh, and also we started going to each other's houses. The only reason why it had to end, it came to an abrupt ending, was because I remember one night I was at her house. Her parents ended up coming home through the door, and my dumb ass, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what happened. My dumb ass literally forgot to buckle my belt. So now her parents are like, all right, we gotta be here when you're here. We still hung out for like the next month, but like, things were never the same. Like, things were not the same because we were basically hanging out when we were by ourselves, not with her parents, you feel me? Like, that kills the whole vibe. And she moves to New York. This girl moves to New York. This girl has a baby. Yes, bro. Now, mind you, we're like 14 years old. This is how we lead into the freshman year of high school. Freshman year of high school. Everything is so good, bro. I'm talking about football is good. Like, football's going great. I don't think we even lost a game. And I also got MVP too. So we never lost a game in freshman year. I don't think we lost a game. I might be wrong. I know we lost a game 10th grade year. Freshman year, I don't know if we lost a game at all. I might be wrong. But if we lost the game, I was still most definitely MVP. I can show you. So, football basically ends, right? And freshman year, I didn't really talk to any girls. Freshman year, I didn't talk to any girls because I was kind of shocked that the girl I was really talking to, right, she goes and has a baby at such a young age, like being like a freshman. Like, to give birth during freshman year, that's super young. That's super young. And I was just shocked. So I didn't have any like relations to girls freshman year at all. Not that I remember. Like, I don't remember nothing from freshman year. And then we're getting into track. Now we're at track, right? It is now February of freshman year. We're at track. Now, I used to be super good at track. I'm gonna show you guys my times in my track events, and I was like basically not too good, but I was on track to definitely go to state. Like, most definitely, either that year or in the future. But track was good. So freshman year, the conclusion of freshman year was I ran track and played football, and I got an MVP in football. And I think we went undefeated. Like, I was so good that leading into the 10th grade year, we're now at the 10th grade year. Nothing happened summer freshman year. We're leading into the 10th grade year. We're now in the 10th grade year. This was the peak of my high school career. So now we're in 10th grade year, right? So now we're here in 10th grade year, right? Man, 10th grade felt way different than like 9th grade because it just felt like a whole lot more pressure. I don't know why, but like 10th grade, my grades started to slip. Like, I started to feel pressure. I started to talk to girls again. Football comes around. I get a spot on varsity because I was awarded my MVP trophy from the previous season. They're like, you know what, Jay? You can come play varsity football. I had a starting position 10th grade. Now, that's not the end of the story. So I think our official record for 10th grade was like 11-3, 12-3 or something like that. We ended up putting the best record up in the entire school history. 11-3, 12-3. We went 11 wins, 3 losses. 12 wins, 3 losses, something like that. So in most of those games, bro, that shit was like the most memorable experience I have to date in my memory, in my brain. 10th grade year was awesome. Playing with all the varsity players, you know, everything about that year was cool. I happened to get hurt one day while I was at practice. I don't even fucking know how I got hurt. We're doing drills, and I was going hard. Like, I remember in 10th grade, I was like 200 pounds, bro. I was like squatting like 4 or 5, deadlifting like 500 pounds. Man, benching like 260 pounds in 10th grade, bro. I was big as fuck. So I'm running the drills, right? Because it's almost like semifinals week. It's October 1st, you know, it's like really crunch time, football year, 10th grade. So we're at practice, and I jump into the pile, right? I don't even remember what drill we were doing. I jumped into the pile, and everyone lands on top of me, and I literally fucked up my whole ankle. And man, I didn't even feel the same after that. I was like, bro, I think I'm hurt or like injured, one of the two. Basically, my ankles really hurt, dog, but I was like, all right, I still want to play because I have a starting position. And basically what ended up happening was after the championship game, because let me tell you guys what happened in the championship game. In the championship game, we ended up losing that shit, you know, 3A state championship game for Nevada. We ended up losing, but it wasn't so bad. I decided myself that I would rather end on a high note, on a good note, than come back next season hurt and like get ran to the fucking ground and try to be the star player, because our star players, our key players all transferred schools. Because during the 10th grade season, we were all youngins, bro. It's the 10th grade year. We were all, the whole team, the whole varsity team was composed of juniors and sophomores. There were like 5 seniors. So we shoulda and coulda ran that shit back the following season. It just didn't happen. So the season ends, and I'm like, all right, we lost the championship game. What do I do from here? Now I tried to run track. And basically track was just doomed like 10th grade season. Now the plan was at the 10th grade year, we're at the end of 10th grade year, because I didn't really do anything the spring of 10th grade year. I'm thinking to myself, spring in the 10th grade year, all right, I'm going to take a break. 11th grade year, and I'm going to come back. Senior year, 11th grade year rolls around. Oh, camera cut off. So where was I? 11th grade year. I remember one day I'm selling my candy, and me and the homies are kicking it in the corner, right? We're kicking it in the corner, right? Kicking it in the corner, right? And my nigga's like, yo, I dare you to go talk to this fine girl. I dare you to go talk to that girl. I dare you to go talk to that. I dare you to go talk to that girl over there. Obviously, I'm going to go talk to the girl, nigga. I ain't finna look like no bitch in front of you and her, nigga. Like, what? So I went over there and talked to that girl, right? And that girl happened to be my ex-girlfriend. And before that, in the 11th grade year, nothing really was popping. I didn't have shit going on because I remember in the 10th grade year, I was talking to this one girl because, as you guys know, I used to be cool with the homie, a long-time childhood friend. So I went out there basically in the 10th grade and I was talking to one of the girls he introduced me to. Now, if you go look in her Instagram bio, which I'm not going to say her name, if you go look in her bio says 2/18/18. When we were most definitely talking like January 2018, even December 2017, and we still continue to talk all the way up until like May 2018. And like, this girl basically had me feeling like shit because the whole entire time I was talking to her, as you see what I mentioned, her bio says 2/18/18. So in February, and I just said we got done talking in May, you know, the beginning of June really, like, how were you talking to someone else in February? I just think it's kind of weird that she was talking to another nigga, even though it was long distance. That's the key word in this shit. It was long distance. Like, she was talking to another guy, or I believed everything she said. Everything she said. I was in the 10th grade. I believed everything she said, bro. Everything. Now, I remember one day I gave her my passwords, and like, this weird ass girl was like, alright, she decides that I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, I think she got mad because I didn't have any money because I was fucking like 15, not even 16 yet. She got mad that I couldn't come out there and see her, or I couldn't fly her out. So even though while you're talking to another nigga, right, you still were talking to me, you feel like it's okay to go ahead and expose me. Yes, guys, that's what the girl I was talking to in 10th grade did to me. I gave her my Instagram, I gave her like my Snapchat password, and she logs in and posts herself and like basically like exposes me. Like, and I'm like, bro, I literally fucking trusted everything you said, and that's why I don't like long distance relationships no more. Like, the last girl I was talking to, a long distance relationship, talked to her for like 5 months. Boom, this girl was talking to a nigga the whole time. So I'm like, alright, I'm taking a break from girls. It's like November, December time now. The 11th grade year, the junior year. I meet my ex-girlfriend, and everything's nice. Everything's willy-nilly. At first, I was not giving in at all, bro, because I was like, bro, this is the first time I really had like the opportunity at getting a girl that I really felt like was up to par. My plan was to take a year off, ultimately get, you know, like a girlfriend, and then we both transfer schools, and then we both play football or like basketball, and then we both run track together. That would have been a great plan. Take 11th grade year off, come back senior year stronger than ever. That was literally my plan, like in that spring of 10th grade year, like I was saying earlier. That was my plan. So now I have my girl, and you guys don't understand this aspect either because I haven't mentioned it. Like, during freshman year, I know this shit's all over the place. During freshman year, got a YouTube channel because my friend dared me to do that shit. He was like, yo, you should start up a YouTube channel. Now I got 14K. Alright, now I got a video, how to sell candy at school, with over fucking like 1.2 million views. It's already like, what, like March now, and like, it's March, junior year. Everything's still going cool. We end up going to like prom. Everything was going great. Like, I was just being like the best boyfriend I can be, you feel me? Everything was cool. And like, I had no idea this was even a possibility, but like, this girl had never gave me like no hints, no signs, no nothing that like she could be leaving. I remember it was like May. I think she had told me like the day she was leaving. Now, what type of shit is that? Now, if you really love somebody, I don't think you should really tell them like the day you leaving. Like, you should probably like let them know, you feel me, like a little earlier than that. But she told me the day as she was leaving. I believe I remember that was the day as she was leaving. And I was just like, hell no, I don't even believe you. So we hung out. You know, I was smart with that shit. You know, I made it the best day I could. I got footage from that day, but I don't know if she want me to post that shit. I might just say fucking post that shit, you feel me? Cause like, you only live once, so. I got footage from the last day we ever hung out. The next day I remember, she had FaceTime me. You know, she was gone. I was like, whoa. I ain't gonna cap. I was crying, bro. I was like, what the fuck, nigga? You didn't even let me know. Cause like, that's pretty much why I was probably crying. Cause like, it was just so abrupt, you know? So, 11th grade year is over. We at 12th grade year now. Nothing happened during the summer. What happened during the summer? Yeah, nothing happened during the summer. Oh yeah, during the 11th grade year summer. I went to Arizona. So I went to Arizona. I went to stay with my homie. These are the same guys that got me to blow down for the first time. Got me into all the distractions, right? So I went to go hang out with them. I was only out there for 35 days, my nigga. And I managed to get 2 jobs. I managed to meet hella people. All that shit. Now the narrative is that like, I don't know why they was being so against me. Like, I was just doing me. Like, I went out there. I ain't gonna cap. I went out there and I tried to shoot some shots. And I got rejected. Okay, I got rejected. But it wasn't really like, nigga, you just got rejected. So like, I don't understand why. I still don't understand to this day why I really got put out. You feel me? So I went out there to get some extra job opportunities and maybe open up a new door to like YouTube. You would think living with your brother, right? Doing YouTube, living with your homie, y'all both hop on the YouTube channel. That shit's just, you know, that's just gonna pop off. You know, two youngins, white, black, like white man can jump. Like we would have had that same type of chemistry. Like, so that's what I was thinking. Job opportunities, YouTube opportunity, and just to get away from my mom, you know, because we weren't good at the time. So I went out there, got my 2 jobs, shot some shots. I remember one time, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you how I shot them shots. But I shot them shots. I shot one shot at work. I didn't really feel that one. And then I shot another shot at his house to his homegirl. I know that one was fucked up. Because you gotta be real smooth to like secure that one. I probably knew I was gonna fuck that one over. So I shot a shot at his homegirl. And I shot a shot at the girl at work. One of my co-workers. So 2 shots were attempted out there in Arizona. Both failures. They removed me from their household. I'm back living with my mother. She puts me into therapy. And this is like the last month and a half that I'm talking to my ex-girlfriend because she was still fucking with me. I was that nigga, you feel me? Still am that nigga. I'm still trying as hard as I can. So it was like August. I'm like, bro, I don't even have no job, bro. I'm in therapy. I'm like, I already know from past experiences what long distance relationship end, like, and what they lead to. Like, one time literally messed it up so much that like I didn't feel like I, you know, trusted my ex. So like I wanted the upper hand. I wanted to like break up with her, which I did. I broke up because I felt like, you know, neither one of us were probably going to be loyal. And I was talking to her. I was like, yo, I'm not going to be loyal probably. And I'm like, you're probably not going to be loyal either. And like, I could see that shit. So 12th grade year was just not good at all. Like, man, I felt so, like, 12th grade year was probably my worst year. We just had to like separate for like 1 year. Like, really like 10 months. But I don't really know what happened because, as you can see, I'm still single. So that's my plan. So it's senior year now. It's like February. Oh no, I forgot to mention. In 2019, like I was saying, I waited all the way until I was 16 and a half to lose my virginity, right? After I had turned 17 and broke up with my ex, I had caught 3 bodies within like 4 months. So by the start of 2020, I was at a body count of 4, right? Yeah, it's 4. And all those bodies came in 2019. If you're a female planning on talking to me and you're watching this video, if you have more than 4 bodies, you just dubbed. I'm not going to even speak to you. You have no chance. Don't come talking to me. If you have more than 2 bodies, you might not even get like a status. You might not even get like none of that shit. You might not even get like fucking a title. Like, you might not even get best friend, you might not even get a girlfriend. I rented a car, I got all my bread up, got a hotel room, I sweet talked her. I told her that it was out of love. I brought her out here out of love, my ex-girl, in August, so, and I was bored. And also, I did it out of love, so, other than that, I didn't really do anything in 2020. I ordered a new bank card, right? So, I got a new bank card, dope shit. Got a new bank card, new debit card came in the mail. And then I ordered a Cash App card, right? A Cash App that doubles into a Visa. So basically I can go into like Walmart or like McDonald's and purchase shit with this Cash App card. So it's linked to my phone. Now I have like 2 cards. And then lastly I got a Smith's Rewards card. So like, you know how everybody has like Costco or like Sam's Club. You start off small. You get a Smith's card, a Rewards card. You start shopping there. And then eventually you work your way up to Costco, you feel me? Cop a new phone. Shit looks fire. Alright, and then cop some new headphones. I love you guys. It's been your boy Jay, Another Way here. Back here for another video today. And now I'm out. Love y'all. Bluetooth. Hey yo. Bluetooth. No